Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where it is a beautiful and glorious Tuesday here in Jackson. Yes.
Sure is.
Hey, the snow stopped finally, so we're good. The snow that we weren't supposed to have that just kept coming.
Oh, yes.
That snow, the other day. Yeah, yesterday. But no, we have our friends from Apple City Players here today, and we're going to be talking about, well, a lot of things that you all have coming up. So we're so happy to have you here. And first off, introduce yourselves. Tell everybody who you are.
My name is Kim Seitz, and I'm the Vice Chair for Apple City Players.
And I'm Doug Sharp. I'm one half of the creative directors of Apple City Players.
There you go. And fun fact, you two are siblings, right?
Yeah, we're siblings.
Siblings.
I didn't really want to put that out there, Jen, but yeah, sure. Yeah, we're siblings.
Listen, it's all right.
Uh,
They claim each other occasionally.
and I may even claim someone else in this room.
I know.
Right.
Doug is also known, a.k.a. Adrian's dad.
He's over there waving.
He also, I don't know if you taught him this, but when he wants to speak, he raises his hand, which cracks us all up.
No, that's a new one.
If I see the hand go up, Adrian needs to speak. It's like school. Cracks me up. So you didn't teach him that?
No, but
He's
I will
just
take credit
naturally
I'll
polite.
take credit for how polite he is.
Yes, he is very polite. He's a sweet
I
kid.
think he gets it from his aunt, actually.
That's-
It could
probably
be.
true.
Yeah. There you go. I love that. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we do have a message to play, and we're going to come back and talk with you two about, you all have a lot of things coming up. So
Always busy.
Yes. So we're going to find out what Apple City Players have been up to and what's coming up, and some planning sessions maybe. So we'll be right back.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with Miss Kim and Doug. Mr. Doug. Ms. Kim, Mr. Doug.
Miss Doug, that's fine.
Ms. Doug.
Ms. Doug.
You've probably played a Ms. Doug at some point.
Oh, yeah. Not too long ago. Really.
Exactly. So, but no, you two are members of Apple City Players, and such a fun organization. I guess if they don't know, tell everybody a little bit about Apple City Players, if you would.
We're Jackson's community theater group. We started 9 years ago.
Gosh, I
Yeah.
didn't realize it had been that long.
Yeah. Boy, we've done a lot of productions. I think we're 20-some plays in now. One musical under our belt, another
Yes.
one coming this summer. And it's basically my second job, but it's one of those jobs that, like, you don't ever dread. It's like, I love to do it. It's like, if I'm not at work, I'm usually doing something related to Apple City Players. So.
Right, and I'm retired, so I can put a lot more time in it.
Good
So
for
it's
you.
kind of become an obsession, I think, maybe.
It is. Once you get in, you just get so hooked that you just find yourself there all the time. This past Sunday, I was there for 8.5 hours rehearsing 2 plays. So, yeah.
So many irons in the fire.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So I was talking with Adrian off the camera yesterday, and he was talking about you all have like a planning session coming up, or a yearly meeting or something.
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
It is our annual election of officers and
Okay.
board members, so we have several seats open, and we're just welcoming in any new members. If you've ever come to watch a show, if you've ever wanted to be in a show, if you've ever been in a show, if you're just curious, just come. And we are going to have the elections for the board seats. We have a treasurer, secretary, and 8 board seats open
Okay.
for membership. If you want to join, its adult price is $25 a year. Student price is $5 a year, and that's up through college age. It is not
Okay.
required to come just to see what we're about.
Sure.
Of course, we'd love to have you. But those fees help pay for our licenses, our props, our show rights,
Yeah, I mean,
costuming.
what you're
everything like that.
doing isn't free. I mean, it's
no.
a fun thing. It's a great thing for the community, but it certainly everything costs money, right?
Right.
And
Right.
every year it costs more money.
And the more we grow and the more people we have, that's
Yes.
more costumes, more
Yes.
bigger productions. Like,
For sure.
Like we just come off of a really big season with 3 well-known shows, and they're not cheap, but it's the direction that we're going in now. Now that we've grown so much and we're adding more players, we want
Sure.
to keep that momentum up.
So who's the ideal person to join Apple City Players? I mean, can it be people of all ages, or do you accept,
I think we accept everyone.
young folks as well, like grade school age? Like how does it work?
We haven't, so far, we have not had any productions where we've had like young roles, except for I think back in our first season we did It's a Wonderful Life, and there were some kids roles. in
Okay,
that.
yeah, sure.
But we do have members that are in high school.
Yeah.
We have like any age group you can think of, any walk of life you can think of, any social whatever. There are so many people, and it's such a neat little melting pot that we all. It's interesting to watch somebody who comes in who's kind of shy, and then they get around those of us who aren't so shy, and like they kind of come out of their shell, and it's neat that you just build this little family. Out of the group.
Absolutely. And, there's so many things, with being a member, whether, like you said, if you're shy, maybe you lack self-confidence, whatever, like all of this stuff can be built up and
yeah.
will be built up.
Yes, yeah.
If that's something that you want to do.
Sure.
Just
Yeah.
take the leap and do it.
Or if you don't want to be on stage, you can
Sure.
be backstage and tell people when to make their entrance, give people their prop, work the lights, help us with sound. Help
Absolutely.
with costumes. There's always something for anybody.
Yes.
And especially with the variety of shows that we're doing now, if you're into like people my age or older, we're more into the classic, like our upcoming Odd Couple, Neil Simon, classic comedy, drama. But then you have more of the cutting edge things like that Jules works with. Then you have musicals so there's something for everybody.
And speaking of musicals, you all, shall we say, had a smashing success with your first ever musical,
Yes.
where
Yes.
I think that, you were beating people off with sticks trying to get tickets because
Yeah.
it was certainly all sold out and just absolutely amazing. So let's talk about that, because a musical puts a whole extra facet of stuff, because you're singing and dancing and not just acting and saying lines.
You're
It's
in a corner crying because of how
yeah, like I can't even imagine like adding that onto it. So and you did what, Rocky Horror Picture no, you did Little Shop of Horrors, yeah. And I don't know why I get those two intertwined.
We would love to do Rocky Horror.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
It's gonna happen.
Yes.
It's gonna happen.
But Little Shop of Horrors, you did that. So tell us about that. Like, how did it go? Is that something, you're excited to do another musical? Or are you terrified to do another musical?
It was an experience. I mean, it was, we all kind of went into it. None of us had really, never directed a musical before. I hadn't been in a musical for like 20 years.
Since like probably the high school days, right?
Yeah,
Right.
so it was.
So it was myself and Allison Morris were co-directors for that.
Yes.
And we came into it with one vision in mind. And by the time we got to the end, it was a completely different show.
Really?
Completely different. The stage was different. The the way we structured our songs was different. We added extra people to our what is normally a 3-person chorus. We ended up adding, I think 6, 7 girls to it. And just because the talent was there.
Yeah.
It was so
So
hard
why
to turn
not?
away, and we brought in so
Yeah.
many new people. But it was a really structured first music practice, then choreography, then you're doing the blocking and stuff. So it was a big experiment, and we learned a lot, but that's so helpful going into Heather's now.
Right. So I'm directing the musical this year, and we're already in rehearsals for it, and it's
Oh,
not
really?
until August.
Okay.
But it's just there's so much that goes into one of those. Like a normal play, we can knock that out in about 10 weeks. The musical, there's just so many extra things that we have to do that.
But we don't want to scare people off because
no,
No,
absolutely.
it's
Because
just
it's
it's
fun.
just different.
it's different, and
Yeah.
you're not there. Not every person is there for that whole 10 months.
Sure.
So
Right.
maybe you're just in this scene, so you're coming for this section of practices, and so
Right. Yeah, it's just it's a big commitment if we do a musical, but I think Little Shop proved that doing musicals is something we can definitely do. I mean, I think it turned out great personally. A little biased, but
same.
I think I heard nothing but rave reviews about it. So yes.
Good.
yeah,
Good.
people love them. I mean, obviously from the attendance we had on that, I mean, that's definitely something we need to keep in that direction.
Well, and Heather's may go down as Heather's as a movie was what? Was that 80s?
It was in the 80s.
89.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is, if you haven't seen the movie Heather's, it is messed up to say the least. But it's funny and it's dark and it's serious and it's all of the things.
Yes.
It's so messed up. That's all I can say.
And I mean, you got Kelsey Stewart, Melissa Stutzman, and Brooklyn Burns as the Heathers, and I don't think there's a better Heather than Kelsey Stewart. So I feel like the role was written for her. Kelsey, if you're watching.
Yeah, actually,
it's
she
true.
just texted me, so she
Yeah.
might be. Yeah. But yeah, she, yes, I can see that. And I guess maybe give everybody a little blip of what Heather's is about. Other than me saying it's messed up.
It's a trio of mean girls at the school, at this high school, that
They're all named Heather.
they're all named Heather, and they bring another girl into the group named Veronica, who happens to like a boy who may or may not really be kind of a psychopath. And
Exactly.
some murder happens that is made to look like suicide, and then it just all gets out of control. And I will warn anyone, I know it's a ways off, but it is definitely adult-oriented. The language is very strong in this musical, and yeah. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one, though.
But very, very funny. Very
Yes.
funny.
It is. It's I don't kn- they pulled it off, and it's because it's like all these awful things are happening, but it's hilarious all at the
Right.
same time. And I'm not exactly sure how that can be a thing. You just have to see it.
Yeah.
Let's come see.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so that is the musical We Spilled the Beans.
Yes.
And that will be in what, August?
That's in August.
Okay.
And then we've got The Odd Couple is next month, actually.
Okay,
Right.
great. So now when is your this meeting that we were talking about, the planning meeting?
That is this coming Saturday, the 28th.
Okay.
Starting at 5. And then the fun thing is, as soon as we wrap up business on that, which will be less than half an hour, it'll be really quick, in and out. And then we're going straight into our annual Warner Awards. And that's where we celebrate our past season, which was Clue, Still Magnolias, and Little Shop.
Yes.
So we'll have awards to give out.
Okay.
We'll have some
I didn't know
couple
that
little
was a thing.
surprises.
Why are they
and-
called Warner Awards?
Okay, so 4 years ago, we decided to start honoring everybody because, these people put a lot of time
yeah.
into all these productions. And we thought, let's have an award ceremony. So we named it after Dave Warner, who was one of the founding members of ACP.
Gotcha.
Fortunately, he was there for the first year. Unfortunately, we lost Dave after probably just a few months after the first awards. So I'm glad that we named it that. We named it the Warner Awards.
Yeah,
So
very
now every
appropriate.
year we can still kind of give some honor to Dave, who was huge in the starting of this group. He directed several of our first productions, was in them. His wife, Frances, we actually give an award. The Frances Gibson Award of Excellence is in her honor, because without the two of them, I think it was like them, Matt McKee, Chris Armstrong, and maybe two other people.
Cynthia?
Cindy wasn't there
Cindy
yet
wasn't
either.
there
Cindy
yet?
and I came later. And it just,
Okay.
it was just such a small little group, and they did so much to let us get to where we are now. So it's
Sure.
a great way to honor them.
Love
And
that.
we'll have about 9 different categories. Best show, best actor, best actress. The same thing you would see
I love
on a
it.
real award show.
Did people get to give speeches?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Fun.
Yep. And we're adding a new category this year because of musicals. So we're having our best award for best song. So definitely Little Shop will be a winner in that category.
Yeah,
but
I'd say
but
so.
it just depends which song the people want to vote for. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so that's all this coming Saturday.
yes.
Yes.
And there's
And-
no admission charge for that. So everybody
Yeah.
come. It's open to the public.
Yeah,
Even
like
if you
everybody,
don't
the
join
more
and
the
you don't be
merrier.
a member, just come. And like if you came to see Little Shop, if you were one of those in the sold out crowds, just come and see like did your favorite win.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of fun.
It's fun.
Okay, so that's kind of your first thing that you have going on. And then, all right, so let's go on to the Odd Couple. And when is that exactly?
That is March 20th, 21st, and 22nd.
Okay, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes. We have the times up there. And if you notice on there, there's a new way to purchase your tickets. Of course, you can always call in to the box office. They have new box office hours. I believe it's Tuesday through Saturday from 1 to 5, I believe, are the new hours for there. And I don't have their phone number right offhand. But the purchase.marquetickets.com, that's a new way to purchase online.
Oh, okay.
They've redone their whole ticketing system.
Gotcha.
To make it smoother. And then when you're on there, you can see some other things that the Marquet is offering. I know they have a couple events that are coming
we got
up.
old
that-
Dwight Eisenhower coming up in the
Dwight
spring.
tickets are on sale
Well,
already.
you best get some
Probably sold out, so.
I was gonna say you best get your tickets now and go ahead and purchase those panties to throw at him or whatever it is you're gonna do.
See, I do the tricky thing. Like I volunteer to help. Like the last 2 years I've helped. So
Smart.
I get to go anyway.
Yeah.
Sells out, I'm still there.
Yeah, because Dwight, man, if you have not seen Dwight Eisenhower or tried to get in to see Dwight Eisenhower, it can be a whole thing.
Yes.
Right,
Because
right.
he's the Elvis impersonator, if you don't know.
Well, I know when I used to work at the box office, if his show was not until July, August, September, I was getting phone calls in January.
Yeah.
As soon
Oh,
as
yeah.
the new year started, are
Huge
tickets on
following.
sale yet?
He's good though.
He's very good.
And that's the thing, we're so fortunate that, he comes to this area because this dude goes nationwide. Like he is worldwide actually, all over the
Right.
place and wins all kind of contests and stuff, and he comes right here. It's amazing.
And surprisingly enough, he is actually in the Odd Couple. Just kidding. I thought that would sell tickets, but but man, what if?
I was like,
what
really?
What if he was?
What if he was? I mean,
He may or may not be.
he may be in it. He may not. I don't really want to ruin it for anybody. You just have to come see if he's in it.
Well, very good. Well, give us a little, Neil Simon, obviously a legend, and tell us a little bit, though, about The Odd Couple.
Well, here is one of our stars of Odd Couple.
Oh, stars. Oh.
He's playing Oscar Madison. Matthew Wilson is playing Felix Unger.
Oh, gosh.
And they
you
are
two.
the Odd Couple.
I can oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And it's there's been so many different variations of Odd Couple through the years.
There was
Stage
actually a
shows,
TV show, wasn't there?
There were a couple,
Yeah, I
actually.
remember.
There was a short-lived show, and I think it was in the 80s or 90s, that had Matthew Perry in it.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
And I don't remember the other man's name that was in it with him.
I don't know. I mean, I really.
was very
I just know
short-lived.
the movie and the '70s TV show a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
But yeah,
Just think grumpy old men, but different, a little different.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Doug's character is already divorced and living in this bachelor pad in New York. He kind of just does his own thing. He's, just
Slob.
free to just leave his clothes
He's a
all over
slob.
the house. Slob. I was trying to be nice. he just has
Burns
his
cigar
freedom.
holes in the furniture. And, yeah.
And then his friend Felix is thrown out of the house by his wife in mid-divorce and needs some place to stay. So, longtime best friends. He offers him a place to stay, and then there's that friction.
But they're not really compatible, but they
Right.
are, but they're not.
Right. They're the best of friends, but become one of the worst of
living
enemies.
together is a
living
whole
together,
other
it
situation,
is,
yeah.
as with any relationship you have.
Yeah.
If you bring in a relative or you bring in a new spouse or whatever, everything changes when
It's a
somebody
lot.
moves in.
Yeah.
So relationships change, and then we have really great supporting cast too.
Coleman Kearns.
You got Coleman in?
We got Coleman in the
Whoa.
show. And he is funny.
Well, he
man,
just
he's
is in just everyday life, so I can
Yes.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yes, and he brought us cookies one night. So
Yeah, and he brought us cookies.
Brownie points there.
Wait, Coleman makes cookies?
Yeah.
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 And they're good.
So
How did
Coleman,
I not know this?
yeah.
they were really good, and the same color on top as on the bottom. Like, how did he do that? I don't know, but
He's a mysterious man, that Coleman Kearns.
He is.
a lot of secrets.
But we also have.
And he can, fix your phone
Yeah.
all at the same time.
We
Yep.
also have Luke Davis, Cindy Stifler.
Okay.
You need to say more.
Cindy will surprise you.
Alex Lindemood making his ACP stage debut and
Love it.
doing great.
Yes.
Ren Spriggs
Yeah.
and Lucia Colley. I think that's everybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, our sweet Wren, who you can also find behind the bar at the Six Sense Brewing Company
And-
all the time.
Ren, also one of our lead players in
Yep.
Heathers.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
Which I can totally see also.
Yep.
Very good.
Ren is always that ACP member that is we know that we can count on Ren. Whatever we need Ren for, we know that's a solid casting decision.
Absolutely.
Solid volunteering position. One night we had for odd couple practice, with the snow and with sickness and everything.
Oh, gosh.
I think we had 3 people out. And Ren said, "I'll be there," and would say this character's lines and then jump over physically,
That
jump
sounds
over,
like her. I
and
can
then
see
read this
it.
character's lines and then read this character's
I can
lines.
totally see it all.
So, and she's also volunteered to be one of our inmates at our upcoming fundraiser, our Jail and Bail fundraiser. So, and
Okay.
Evan has volunteered too. So, Evan Osborne.
Okay, so wait a minute. I don't know about this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you are invited, actually.
Okay.
We're taking all volunteers. You can check out, we're going to have some information on our Facebook page coming soon, but we are doing a jail and bail fundraiser.
Okay, do tell, because I know nothing about this.
So we have people that volunteer to be an inmate. We will have a jailer who will theatrically arrest you. We have outstanding warrants that will be put out. For example, we have, I did this example earlier on the radio, Brianna Exline from Bookish on Main.
Yes.
So she's one of our volunteers, and her charge is that she's a hardcover criminal. And she's encouraging plotting, and so it's a fun way to promote her business and also to help support
Well,
ACP.
of course.
So what we're asking them is just to turn themselves in on day of, turn themselves in on their warrant, and then just make phone calls to their friends and family to help raise their bail money. And it's all donation based, and it's all tax exempt and tax deductible. And it's just a fun way for us to raise funds. And that's going to be on April the 4th.
April 4th. Okay. So how is it that you bail your people out, your friends out?
well, we're just asking just people just to make a donation, any amount. They can bring cash, check. We're in the process of setting up a Venmo, PayPal account. For our
Gotcha.
treasurer, so
Okay.
we'll have
That
a lot
makes
of
it
information
easy.
about that at our Warner Awards and elections too.
Okay.
So, but that's a good way to come to that and sign up and be a jailbird.
So, Mr. Jailer, what are you going to do to these hardened criminals?
Can't really talk about it on television, Jen. But
Don't know if they're safe conditions or not. Will they be
for the
held
love of God, if
in the
you- if you
Marquet
love these
jail?
people, you
In the
send
Marquet
that money
jail.
quick.
Right. Marquet jail. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's a fun idea. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to do things like that way back in the day.
Somebody used to do that as a fundraiser, and I don't remember who. Here
I
locally.
was thinking it was for Jerry Lewis telethon, maybe, but I
Maybe
can't be
it was
sure on that.
something. I don't remember.
Like when we were kids.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that too.
Yeah.
And that was a lot more elaborate. They actually had the sheriff's auxiliary
Yeah,
department. I
they
think,
came and got
went
you and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is just more of a, hey, we're just starting out.
We only have one
come and turn
jailer.
yourselves in. One jail. Marquet jail, like you said.
I gotcha.
But that'll be fun. We're going to have refreshments, and it'll be fun.
Awesome.
We're going to take your mug shot and put your mugshot and your charge on all the social media and things. So
We're looking
So-
for you.
basically, the truthful, honest thing is we're just saying, hey, help us raise some money because
There
we
you
have
go.
a lot of Heather's expenses coming up and
Bail your friends out and help the Apple City players all at one time.
and just have fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's coming up in beginning of April.
Right.
All right. So we have the Odd Couple, and then we have your fundraiser. What else do you have going on?
Oh my goodness.
When is the
I mean, I
the
don't know if we
meeting?
have enough.
When do you choose like the productions for the year?
So we actually, this coming Saturday at our meeting, we will be announcing next season's.
So and that will be for next year. Like
be for
obviously
next
you're doing this.
Right.
You're in the middle of this
Yep.
year already.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I mean, we'll be looking at yet another musical next year, and
Is there any hint?
oh,
you
I know
can
exactly what they are because I helped choose them.
Give? Can you give any hints?
Let's see. How do I say any of
I
these
know.
without saying them?
The musical.
It's a
There'll
good.
be music.
There will be music.
There will be music.
Is it an old musical or a new musical? An older or newer?
I think it's from around early '90s. I think is when it came out.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of gothic.
Okay.
Much more serious than the musicals we have done.
Got you.
Lead character is like a dual role. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it because
No.
Right.
you know.
We want to wait for
Well,
Save
later.
some pizzazz for Saturday.
It is a good team. You yeah.
And as far as our plays, if you like Steel Magnolias and that kind of thing, there's definitely one that will match up great for you there. The
If you
other
like
one I don't even know
tissues,
how to. Yeah, you'll
BYOT.
definitely need tissues for it. And then the other one, I don't even really know how to tease that one, so I won't. But
Okay.
but it's really funny.
It's very
So we got something really
slapsticky.
funny.
I would say slapsticky
Yes.
comedy.
Okay.
That
We got
one.
something. Actually, there's another theater group, a community theater group. I won't mention who they are, but they tried to do this particular comedy a couple years ago, and someone ended up in the hospital,
Oh no.
and they had to cancel it because of how
That's not
much
gonna happen.
Physical stuff.
It's
is
like
in this.
super physical.
Very physical.
Okay.
But
Slapstick.
you know, we're going to be very professional about it and not get hurt.
We've learned from Matt McKee's mistake in Little Shop because
Yeah, we already
he
tried to
actually
kill
had-
Matt. In
Yeah,
Little
you
Shop,
try.
so-
Yeah, the whole man-eating plant thing was.
Right.
Yeah.
literally like chomped him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Poor Matt.
yeah.
Who would have known there was a metal bar right inside the mouth of that plant? Who knew?
Yeah.
Well, I blame him because everybody else went through it just fine.
We had
Yeah,
one.
that's true.
I mean, it's his fault.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt, but
He was just excited.
you just messed it all up.
and he had done it so many times before that too.
That's the thing.
And all I know is I'm in the control box and I get this message, Matt's bleeding. I'm like, what? So we're like running backstage trying to get.
I thought
What's
he was
happening?
doing a bit. We came out for curtain call and he came out and he had his head all bandaged like Rambo with like blood everywhere. And I'm like, I don't get the joke. Like,
I
what's
know.
going on? But-
Well, and that is so hard. Like when you get into that kind of environment, you don't know whether someo's messing with you or
Right.
not, or acting or not.
Yes. I've just been killed. I'm bleeding.
The plant ate me.
Right.
It really did. No, there's only and that's part of live theater. You just have to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going to happen.
So
Yeah.
we're going to avoid that at all costs with this upcoming play.
Okay,
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Odd Couple, and then what? What are we moving on to?
Then Heather's.
Then
in
Heather's.
August.
And then the new season.
Yeah, then the new season
Okay.
will start sometime next fall.
Because we've already had one show this season, which was Night Mother.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So we
And
usually
then-
do them in a series of 3.
Okay, about three a year.
Yeah.
And then will they be doing I know the kids thing is becoming huge around Christmas time. Will that be happening again?
Yeah, I know.
And I know that's not really Apple City Players per
Right.
se, but
Yeah, I know they've got some things working right now. I think that whole program's going to expand some. There's actually going to be some more opportunities for these kids, which is great.
I think getting them started at that young age and getting involved, and kind of doing the thing on their own, like all of the facets of it. I think that's so cool.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Because Frozen had so many kids, as you all know, that they ended up having dual casting
Yeah.
on that. And it's
Which
just
is
going up from there.
It was like
Fantastic.
70 some kids. Nightmare fuel.
Talk about herding cats. It is nightmare fuel. You're
In
exactly
such a small
right.
space.
Oof. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but yeah, anytime you can get the kids involved, I think it's a great
It is.
foundation, because then they become junior high, and then they become high school, and then they feed into our programs, and they already know what to be doing and what they're expected to do. So
And that's right. And I mean, just let's look back at some of the high school productions have had grade school kids in them. So,
yeah.
So you're just getting them started so young, and that's the good thing. Get that stage fright out of the way quick.
right,
Yeah.
right, and it's good. It helps them with public speaking later on. For jobs,
Absolutely.
and so
Confidence. Yep. And they're like little sponges. They can remember anything.
they sure can. Yep.
I
Yeah.
know they learn their shows a lot faster than we do as grown-ups. I'll see like their rehearsal schedules, and I'm like, how are they gonna do that? Then they pull it off, and then I'm like,
It's because they're little sponges.
yeah, I'm like 2 weeks away from a show, and I'm like, I don't know any of my lines. or anything, but-
Now, my grandkids, a couple of my grandkids, they will go in my basement and then re-perform the shows that we do, or the first. Like right now, they're redoing the Frozen show in my basement on a nightly basis. So
Okay.
so and they weren't even at Clara was, but even like not being at rehearsals, they sponged that in just watching
Sure.
it. So
yeah.
yeah,
I did enjoy their production of Little Shop with, I think there was a mop that was the plant.
Yes.
And everything. It was very good.
yes,
It was very good.
very creative.
Dove through the mop.
They had like a clothes rack that they made with the mop hanging over it, and then they would take turns getting eaten. And Matt was just mentioning a
That
point.
is hilarious.
My granddaughter, every time she sees him, he's not Matt. He's not Mr. McKee. It's Mr. Mushnick. Always and forever, he will be Mr. Mushnick.
Talk about, stereotypes and being cast
Right.
type, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So are there any productions that you all have because you all have acted and you've also directed and all of that. Is there any one that you're just like itching to do that you haven't been able to do yet?
We have a list.
Oh, like a long list?
We have a list.
I figured.
You said it earlier. Rocky Horror's got to happen at one point.
Yes.
At some point. Now it's going back to Broadway, so it won't be able to be licensed anywhere. But-
Darn them
Right.
for
Yeah.
bringing that amazing show to Broadway.
But man.
We mentioned Putnam County Spelling Bee would be a really
Yeah.
good one to do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm open to do anything. I think we've done such a variety of shows. I like to get into the more artsy stuff, and they don't like that stuff. And Jules really likes to get into the artsy stuff. And
I like the artsy.
Well, she takes
I
stuff
like
that
the
isn't
classics.
artsy and makes it artsy.
Oh.
So
Right.
she's got a great
Example,
great
Clue.
vision.
Yeah.
Like how we did Clue was so different from what.
Yeah,
From
I love
what
it.
we saw.
It's like she always finds a way to have a unique take on anything
Oh,
we
yes.
do. It's really nice.
especially like the Misery one, and
Yes.
I mean, she did that really out there too. Really cool. Well, very good. So, what else do you all have going on?
I mean, that's pretty much it. This is our busiest time of year. I mean, we got 4 things going on here, and
Yes.
but the here's the problem. So you get obsessed with doing this stuff, and so we're doing Odd Couple right now. I'm thinking about Heathers. Okay, then we
Yes.
do Heathers. I'm going to be thinking about the one I'm directing next year.
Yeah.
It's like there's
You
always
can't
just,
do one at a time.
Can't do
yeah,
one at a
it's just-
time.
there's always something else going on.
And then to feed off of that, and we have a show planned out for 2028 that we're going to be doing as a traveling show in
Yes.
Columbus. So
Really?
right,
Well,
right.
that's
so
cool.
we're in the process of building that now also. So
Yeah, so I mean, there's always something going on. That's why Adrian probably hasn't seen me for about 2 years. It was good we could reconnect today.
Yes, we had to bring your dad to your work so he can see you.
Yeah, I mean,
but Adrian's been involved in some things, both backstage and on stage, both.
that's true.
I can see
So,
that.
yeah.
He played when we did It's a Wonderful Life. I was George Bailey, and he was young George Bailey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How many years ago
Bob
was
Krause
that?
got to smack you in the ear. That was awesome.
Love that. I mean, anytime somebody gets to smack somebody around, it's fun.
And
Well,
I
while
might have
acting.
slipped him a 5 and said, "You still go."
just a little bit.
He didn't take out the trash.
Yeah.
And he was in our stage crew for Still Magnolias this past season.
Yeah.
And Clue as well.
And Clue,
Clue.
right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, and that's
And
the
we
whole
needed
thing,
him
too.
back there because it was so dark between you and Luke. We're all like, where's my entrance? Where can I go? Somebody hold my hand, lead the old lady
I
on
know the
stage.
lights would go out, and I would just feel an arm come out and grab me and be like, "I got you."
We're okay. Don't trip through the doorway.
Listen, we old folks can't see so
Right.
good.
Right. Exactly. Especially when the light is right in your
Oh,
face.
yeah, and then it's
And
like
then
that
it goes off
contrast.
and it's like, what?
Yeah.
It's like when you get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom, never turn the light on. Because,
Exactly.
you know, that's just,
Feel your way.
yeah, you're never going to be able to see. Yeah. But no, I think that's so cool and what you're doing there. Let's talk about like the Marquee as a venue. About how many people can you all seat when you do these productions?
It's the seating is 284.
Okay.
And that includes like the side sections.
Mm-hmm.
Some of our shows we do and we block off those seats just for visual effect.
Gotcha. Okay.
Obviously, we couldn't do that with Little Shop.
No.
And we couldn't do that with they couldn't do that with Frozen. But there are some shows where we block it out, and so there's less available. But as a whole, 284.
And you know, completely handicap accessible.
Yes.
So and there's actually, I think, are there some handicap seats? Like,
Yes,
how does that?
there's an area on both sides of
Okay.
the theater for that, and down
So
front.
everybody
So,
welcome. Like,
yes.
Oh yeah. And just, I can't ever say enough about how much Shaq and the Marquee has meant to us as a group. When ACP first started, Shaq wasn't real sure about letting us use the space, you know, because I
Sure.
mean, you know, we're a new thing, and like they were just kind of freshly open.
Well, it's
at
an
that point.
unknown situation. Yeah.
But over the years, I mean, it's really become our home, and they treat us like that. We have a lot of access to the facilities, and we've had a great working relationship with them, and it's such a great space. Like, how lucky are we that in a small town like this that we have something like the Marquee?
You know, and I've talked with so many people about this. Like, it's like the flagship of our downtown, like smack
Yeah.
dab in the middle of our downtown area. We have this beautifully remodeled, you know, old Art Deco theater that has been brought back to life and has done so much. And, you know, obviously I grew up in the Marquee because my dad owned it for a long time as a movie theater.
Oh yeah,
And used to sneak and watch all the stuff I wasn't supposed to when he wasn't looking, but we don't talk about that.
Right. That was before social media.
Yeah, Jen saw a lot of movies probably she wasn't supposed to, but no. So I think though that even growing up, we all have a memory or memories in the Marquee, whatever they may be for you, and then now there's new memories being made as it was remodeled, and because it went in, let's just be honest, it was in pretty bad shape
oh yeah.
before it was redone.
Sure.
So I mean, the fact that it's now what it is just a miracle.
I mean, I remember I got my tonsils out in second grade, and when I came home from the hospital, the first thing we did was we went to the Marquee and saw E.T. in the theater, and
It was like a get well gift, you know,
that place will always be
for sure.
very special.
It will, and I think, you know, in growing up here, no matter what your experience, maybe you went on a first date or held a boy's hand for the first time or something, you know, we all have these like little special memories of that building. So it's so wonderful that it gets to continue on.
Yes.
And in the amazing capacity that it's been brought back to life.
Yes.
So for sure. Well, thank you guys for being
thank you so
here.
much.
This has been so fun, and make sure, let's go through all the dates one more time of like your meeting this week and then the fundraiser and all that.
So
That's all you can.
Saturday, February 28th. Thank you, Adrian. Our annual membership meeting and Warner Awards, open to the public, free admission. We are taking in new members for that. And then March 20th, 21st, and 22nd, The Odd Couple. And since you popped that up there, special thank you to our sponsor, D&W Homes.
Yes.
Gwen Elliott's
Thanks,
amazing.
Gwen.
Then Heather's, you'll have the Heather's dates.
Yeah, Heather's is it's in August. I
In
know that.
August.
I cannot remember the exact dates, but trust me, I'll beat you over the head on social media.
Yes,
with advertising for
absolutely.
it,
And
so.
it is going to be fantastic as well.
And then Saturday, April 4th is our Jail and Bail fundraiser. And you can follow us on Facebook, TikTok.
Instagram.
Facebook is in the comments.
Facebook is in the comments. Excellent. Thank you so much. And if you want to reach out to us by email, it's applecityplayersjackson@gmail.com.
Love that. Super easy.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Well, thank you. Thank you.
so
This has been
much.
so fun. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, our good friend Pete Wilson is here to deliver some news. So we'll have a message and we'll be back right after this.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, and we are back with our good friend Pete Wilson and some papers over there, which means he has some news to report.
Okay. Yes. All right. Of course, we are in the heart of the tournament basketball season now.
Yes, we are.
And I regret to report that we lost the Vinton County boys
Oh, no.
basketball team last night. Went down to Gallia Academy, had a real close game with the Blue Devils, ended up losing by a score of 46-39. So Vinton County out of the tournament. It's a one-and-done thing. Everybody starts 0-0 kind of. A lot of optimism and excitement when tournament time comes around. 3 other Jackson County teams will be in the tournament action tonight on the boys' side. The Jackson Ironmen will be at home to play the Hillsboro Indians, a familiar foe because they're both in the Frontier Athletic Conference. 7 p.m.
Okay.
tip-off. Of course, we'll be there to broadcast it on WKOV 96.7 FM. Understand the game will be streamed as well, so that's another opportunity to see and hear.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ironmen are second seeded in Division 4 in the Southeastern District, which means they're highly thought of. Expected to win this game, but you know, you can't be complacent. You have to go play the game. So
True that.
Good luck to the Ironmen tonight. Good luck also to our other 2 Jackson County teams, the Golden Rockets. Of course, we talked about the TVC Ohio title that they won last Friday night at Nelsonville. They've got that motivation and that excitement and that confidence going right into the tournament trail. They will be at home tonight too. So Wellston Rocket fans can go to the home gymnasium and see them play the Soda Northwest Mohawks, who also have a good record. So that'll be a challenge. That's also at 7 p.m. tonight.
Okay.
WYPC 1330 a.m. and the companion FM station 105.3 FM. 7 p.m. tip-off again for that. And then the Oak Hill Oaks, who defeated the West Union Dragons on the home court last Friday, they will go to Chesapeake tonight. They'll be on the road all the way down in Lawrence County, and they'll be playing the Chesapeake Panthers, who have the top seed in Division 5, which means that on the ratings percentage index, which it's all mathematical and computerized now how they rank the teams, whether it's accurate or not, they are considered the top team in District 5 in all of southeastern Ohio. So Oak Hill's got uphill battle, but played well and beat West Union their last Friday. So good luck to the Oaks tonight. That will be on the radio, 97.7 FM, also tip-off 7 p.m. If the teams are fortunate enough to win tonight, They'll be playing again later this week. We'll share those dates with you if indeed we do have some victories tonight.
Okay.
All right. We have a new deputy director at the Jackson County Board of Elections. His name is Jeffrey Seitz.
Okay.
There he is. We took a picture of him at his desk first day on the job. He is replacing Elizabeth Beth Leach, who had resigned as the deputy director. The way Board of Elections are set up in the state of Ohio, there are two main top staff positions, director and deputy director. It's bipartisan. One person is a Republican, one person is a Democrat. The board, which is bipartisan, 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans choose and employ, but the nomination must come from the party that doesn't have the other staff position. In this case, it was the Democrat Party.
Okay.
So the 2 Democrat members of the Board of Elections nominated Mr. Seitz, and then the entire board elected him unanimously. He does have some experience in elections. He's worked a lot of elections as a poll worker, very familiar with the equipment and all, so that was to his benefit when he applied. He also has worked at General Mills for quite a few years, I think through till at least last November. So he had a lot of experience there working in a business at General Mills. So congratulations to Jeffrey Seitz. He is the new deputy director of the Jackson County Board of Elections. That is a full-time position.
It's a tough one.
All right, tonight, we want to give another promotion to the Jackson 100 for Good group. These 3 kids, all brothers and sisters, 9th grader and 2 7th graders, the Elliots.
Yep.
They are running that meeting. I tell you, they have been like adults the way they have set this thing up. They've got a lot of excitement going.
Yep.
They have done a full court press on Facebook. And as of last night, they have 509 followers. And this just started a month or so ago. 41 committed members. That means 41 people who say up front at least that they will, pay the price of donating to this charity drive.
Well, there's 42 now because I joined this morning.
42, okay. You are a good person. They have 93 Facebook event responses. 5 nonprofits have already pre-qualified as possible recipients. And they say the optimism meter is that high.
Yes.
So congratulations to them. That meeting tonight, their first meeting, will be at the Marquet Cultural Arts Center.
No, I think it's at Park's Edge.
Oh, I'm sorry, Park's Edge. That's right. They're ready for a bigger crowd at the Park's Edge Event Center. It'll go from 6 to 7 p.m. And the goal is to have at least 100 donors, each of whom will pledge $100 donation each quarter. So that would be $400 for a year. That would raise $10,000. And
A quarter.
$10,000 a quarter, $40,000 a year. And then if you were a member, a donor, you get the vote on what charity gets picked.
Absolutely.
And so, that's a lot of money to come into, a charity here in Jackson County. Or I'm not sure whether they put boundaries on it or not, but I know that that's the focus, the local charities.
Yeah, I think it is. And so, yeah, and the cool thing is, it's $100 a quarter, but you get a say in what, charity, 4 times a year, a charity is going to get $10,000. Like, that's pretty cool stuff to help our community.
Right, and there are so many needs out there, so many good groups. Some of them have a certain thing that they raise money for. Others are support groups, in general, or service groups, community service groups. Like the Lions and the Rotary and the Kiwanis and like that. So they all work hard to try to raise money for good things in the community. And this is kind of like an ad hoc thing where the members can pick maybe a group that has a special project or a great need at that particular time.
Right.
Because, this is going to be an ongoing thing all year. And so 41 members right off the bat, 42 is great. And, I'm sure they hope to, maybe lasso a few more
Sure.
tonight. This is open to the public. If you know you're interested, you want to know more about it, just show up. You know, you don't have to sign up in blood or anything.
No,
but maybe
it's
that's
not-
what you need maybe that's what you need to see firsthand, because I'm sure they'll have a presentation and explain everything. Some people maybe who have not seen the articles in the paper, seen their appearance here on Main Street TV, do not know all the particulars or understand, because it is something new.
It is.
And so, you know, this is your chance to hear more about it. And if you're always thinking, you know, what you can do to make your community a better place, I mean, this would be a great way. This would be a great thing to sign in on. No question about it. We're going to be covering it in person tonight, the Telegram, and of course, we'll give you at least a skinny report tomorrow on, you know, how it went.
Yep.
So good luck to the Elliots and
Yep.
Jackson 100
They're
for
great
Good
kids.
in their bid to raise $40,000 in a year and $10,000 a quarter. And you know, whatever they do, if it's not all that amount, it's still a great thing
Yes,
that
it
they
is.
have done. They deserve so much credit.
You've got it.
All right. Hey, we talked with the Lieutenant Governor's office yesterday afternoon after the Team Trestle Fitness Challenge got canceled yesterday at Wellston. And it begged the question after it got canceled, well, are they going to be able to come back?
Sure.
Well, I was told by the person who is in charge of the public relations and the media that they are definitely going to try to reschedule.
Good.
Now, they've already got a lot of other sessions scheduled all around the state, because seeing the media advisories that come out on a regular basis, that's what he's doing most days of the week, this Team Fitness Challenge presentations at schools all over the state. So there's probably a lot that are scheduled already, but they will try to reschedule this one as well. And, you know, when they do, we will certainly let you know. It would have been at the Wellston Intermediate School yesterday, but, you know, the snow and the delays in starting school all played a hand, I'm sure, in it being canceled.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Absolutely. There is a nice program that is going to be renewed, Jennifer, for the Easter season in Jackson tomorrow. And this is once again open to the public. It's a group of churches do it, but it is considered ecumenical. That's the Lenten Luncheon Program. They do it at the First Baptist Church. That is the host church that has been for many years. I believe this is either 39 or 40 years that they've done the Lenten Luncheon Program in conjunction, of course, with Lent, which is the weeks before Easter. Easter, by the way, is April the 5th this year, in case you haven't looked on your calendar yet, because it moves around a little bit.
Yes, it does.
Every year. But the first Lenten luncheon will be tomorrow, Wednesday, February 25th. It starts at noon, and it involves a light meal, a light buffet meal. It's always very nice what they do.
It is.
They
It's
have
a good time.
Soups, salads, finger sandwiches, you know, coffee, beverages. It's wonderful. It's just not the church folks that are involved. It's the general public. They usually fill the fellowship hall down there in the basement of the First Baptist Church.
Yep.
The First Baptist Church is at 35 Broadway. That's right next to the Jackson Public Library.
Yes.
It's the big white church there, right next to the library. But the churches that are involved this year, in addition to, of course, the First Baptist Church, the First Presbyterian Church of Jackson, the Jackson First Church of the Nazarene, the Christ Church of Jackson, Trinity Chapel Church of Christ and Christian Union, and the Grace United Methodist Church. This will go February 25th, every Wednesday through Wednesday, March the 25th. That's the week before Easter. And it'll be a 1-hour program. No more than 1 hour. They gear it to the working person.
Yes.
So don't use that as an excuse not to feel like it won't fit into your workday, because you can go, they'll do the quick buffet meal, and then they will have a short program.
Yep.
Speaker, maybe a little bit of music. You know, at each church, each week that we mentioned will have in charge of the lunch and the program. The first
Yes.
will be the First Presbyterian Church tomorrow.
It's always a good time.
It is always a good time, exactly. Okay, speaking of schools and makeup days, at the last Wellston City Board of Education meeting, Scott Dorn, who is the superintendent, first-year superintendent at Wellston, addressed the issue of makeup days, which, you know, that is something that, you know, most school districts are dealing with, how to fit that into the schedule, because the state requires a certain number, actually it's a certain number of hours that you must be in school. And so the so-called calamity days and hours that that are granted by the state because of weather and other disasters that might occur that's beyond your control. Everybody has used their allotted time there, so they have to make it up. So how do you do that? Well, we've already had a lot of makeup days that have been established. In Wellston, they went on President's Day. Of course, that was a week ago Monday. But they've also got Friday, March the 13th, and Monday, April the 6th. Friday, March the 13th was supposed to be a professional development day where it's just the staff, not the students, but students are going to go that day now. And Monday, April 6th is the day after Easter. That was supposed to be a day off. It isn't anymore.
Okay.
They still have a little bit to make up, and here's what the leaders in Wellston have to decide. Or they have to find days, or they're going to have to lengthen the school day a little bit. Not every day for the rest of the year, but they have to make up those hours.
Yeah.
Lengthen a few school days, or add a day or two at the end of the year. And this is supposing that there won't be any more makeup days. And,
Right.
Looking ahead, we see snow expected not this Monday, but the next Monday, 3 to 4 inches or something like that. So, of course, that could change, but it's
Never know.
on your phone if you look. But anyway, so that's the discussion. Also, there's going to be a meeting of the district leadership team in Wellston to determine whether they should have a remote learning plan. Now, Jackson City School District does that.
We do,
It
yes.
automatically kicks in after the last calamity day. It is set up for students to have remote learning. And so they don't miss, they get credit for a school day even though they're not in the school buildings. It's kind of like they got into that when COVID, of course, occurred.
Yes.
And that had to be done because, schools were out of session for months because of that, when the pandemic happened. So, of course, there's been a lot of talk that remote learning is not as good as in-person learning. I think everybody admits that.
I think we could all agree on that.
But is that something you should do as an in-between thing than trying to cram extra days into the school
It's better
year?
than nothing, right?
Right. So anyway, they were going to discuss having that in Wellston. Scott Dorn pointed out if they would have had that, they wouldn't have this dilemma of how to make up all these days.
Sure.
All right. See, what else can we talk about? I want to mention, I was late doing this, but we have to mention it. They had that appreciation reception, the Jackson County Economic Development Partnership,
Yes.
not too long ago. A lot of content there. I mean, it's a celebration, but they give out a lot of facts. And Jeremiah Shaver wrote up a multi-part series on those, which are running now. The third and final part will be running in Wednesday's paper. But one of the parts was just the statistics on the impact that the Jackson County Economic Development Partnership has had on economic development.
Oh, yes.
It's behind the scenes stuff, and so the everyday person isn't going to be aware. It's much more than about trying to bring in a Honda plan or something huge or whatever that's a headline maker. It's a lot of things about helping small business. It's a lot of things about retaining the business that you have and helping the businesses and the small industries that
Sure.
are here. But here are some of the things that Sam said. I think we have a photo there, Adrian, if you can find. There it is. That's Sam talking. I want to show him because he is the head honcho of the Jackson County Economic Development Partnership. He's kind of come up through the ranks. He was on the staff there, and then when Jennifer Jacobs retired, he took over the seat, and he's just built on everything that Jennifer did. Just done a great job. But there on their impact report, they have been able to obtain about $8 million for Jackson County. So that is a very big thing. Also, 16 different business development projects in Jackson County, netting actual new job creation of 73. 96 jobs were retained because of the Economic Development Partnership's efforts. 27 different technical assistant referrals, 8 different community development and placemaking projects, 7 different site and asset development projects. Also, the partnership secured 41 different unique business retention expansion meetings. So a lot of things that support economic development, support businesses, support industries that happen behind the scenes. And if it wasn't there, I can tell you that the jobs picture and the employment picture would not be as good.
Completely different.
So we can't emphasize that enough. And that was a first-class that's a first-class event that Sam and his group puts
Yes.
on every year.
Amazing.
So we'll talk about how the basketball went tomorrow. Also, the Kids First Committee met last night.
Okay.
At the Potter Room. Jeremiah Shaver dropped by there. He'll have a report on that. We'll follow up on that, but they appear to be extremely well organized.
Okay.
And I think we all agree that that is a great challenge that they'll have
Yes.
in this climate to be able to pass an earned income tax of 1.5% that's district-wide, not just in the city, but in the district. So we'll see where they stand after their most recent meeting. And those meetings, by the way, I'm not sure whether they're going to be weekly or not, but I think they'll be fairly regularly. They really want to get the word out and try to sell the need for the earned income tax. Those meetings are open to the public.
Yes.
You can, and you don't have to volunteer to do anything, but if you need to go listen
Just
and
find out
learn,
information.
Go listen and learn. You can
Yep.
do that. And of course, here at the Telegram and Total Media, we will certainly do the best to keep people informed.
You got
as
it.
well.
All right. Well, Pete, thank you. Very good.
You're very welcome.
All right. Well, have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for the Apple City Players stopping by. We appreciate them and finding out all the things they have coming up this year. And make sure that you make plans to go to their meeting this coming Saturday at 5 at the Marquee and learn some things about what they're up to.
Right.
So-
Well, I tell you what, and when you talk about things that are so much greater as far as the quality of life here in Jackson County, we never had community theater
No,
5 or 6
it's
years
so
ago.
cool.
So we not only have a group, but we have a group that produces more and more performances there at the Marquee.
You got
and
it.
they are good ones.
They are.
You need to stop in and see one of
You
them.
know. All right. Have a great day, everyone. And we will see you right back here tomorrow where I think we may be working out with Miss Nancy, right? All right. Doing some yoga. So put on your tinnies at 9 a.m. tomorrow. We expect you to do it with us. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.